Say What They Can't Radio.
You can be anywhere in the world right now,
but you're here with us.
I am Renisa Rose.
Hey guys, it's your girl Amazing, and welcome to the Personal Space Podcast. What's up, yo?
Hey, that was a deep ass what's up,
what
yo?
up, nigga?
Hey girl, hey.
I got a tip on my emotional support cup.
Your glasses are really cute. Are those new?
Mm-mm, they're just clean.
We got the same glasses, but
I like this. I got it in clear.
I like that.
I got the black ones. I feel like this is. Some of them make my eyes hurt after a while, and I feel like this is the only design that has been consistent.
Yeah, like they don't hurt my eyes. They hurt like my ears, like the back of my head.
They I got a red polka dot one.
Like that. Is this the Malcolm?
I think so.
Yeah.
I got a red polka dot one. I like it.
Because I like those. I saw those and I was like, I think I'm going to get them. But then I'm like, damn, I already got like 2 or 3 pairs.
They match
of that
my
same
slippers.
Style. But I do like them, so I'm going to get them.
Just get them.
That's
Nobody
it.
knows. Okay. You know, I got different cuts and stuff, but I feel like as my cuts and I gotta check my mic. As my cuts change, like I feel like the circular ones, my eyes they hurt.
Yeah.
This one gives me a full.
This is the best one.
Yeah.
Shout out to them people.
On my Encanto glasses with the little circles.
Oh, yeah.
My family madrigal.
Yeah, I like those. Those are super cute. Those are cute. What's going on, girl?
Oh, I even got a rainbow one like this.
I did see the rainbow one. You know,
but not like the kids' rainbow.
It's a different, I know exactly the ones you're talking about. I do want to get more glasses, but I need to go to the eye doctor. I'm hoping that my prescription doesn't change. That's literally why I haven't bought any new glasses.
Mine has changed, but it's so slight that I still be wearing the old one. And like I got a couple in a new one, but for the most part, I would just wear my old one.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, like I feel like I want to I have to go to the eye doctor. Which reminds me, I need to make an appointment tomorrow. But that's why I didn't get any new ones because...
I don't know what I'm doing with this mic. It's really...
What's happening?
I don't know.
Speaking to the mic.
I feel like my lip hit it and I just...
That's gross. That is so fucking gross.
Oh!
Yo, the worst part about like sharing a mic is when the previous person, even though they're clean and like disinfected and all of that, if somebody's breath was stink and it holds on the mic. Oh my God.
Remember we used to have mic condoms for karaoke night?
Yes.
Do they still do karaoke?
They do. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, maybe I could go back, but I'm not sure. I got PTSD because the last time I hosted, remember I got into that terrible car accident on the way home. Oh. I ain't been back since.
I'll try it.
Okay, fair. Okay, we could do that. Right. Oh, how are the kids?
I'm a mom of a 10-year-old. We are in double digits, fighting for my life again. But the kids are great. We are on a sports hiatus until mid September-ish.
I thought that Kingston was taking a break for summer, like the end of the summer. Turns out we're not taking a break, so stay tuned for that. I saw this clip earlier of Gabrielle Union. She was like on doing an interview with Steve Harvey, and what she was talking about sports, like traveling AAU parents, and you go and you spend all your money, hotel rooms, food, all of this shit to get there, and then your kid don't perform.
We had a whole think piece about that. I know.
That shit had me cracking up because she said something that I feel like every parent has said is, every sports parent, I can't want this more than you.
Yeah.
And that resonated in my spirit so deep.
Because I want it so bad. I'd go out there, I'd be mushing people.
Man, but I can't do it for you. I can't get on the court. I can't be, layups and free throws. I can't do that shit. You got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sports, I thought I was getting a break, but guess not. Whamp, whamp.
I'm just over here texting. Logistics.
She is so. Can
I just say, this emotional support cup has been the highlight of my summer. This and my new work backpack, brought to you by Amazon Prime Deal Day.
Yo, I go everywhere with this. In last summer, I think for like the past like 2 summers, 3 now, I've been traveling with this. And she would be like, oh, you left your cup somewhere. Oh, so-and-so gave me this cup for you because you left it. Why do you need that cup? Now look at her. Emotional support cup.
It's got a, I don't be bringing a pocketbook component, but trust you, if I was hands-free, I'm bringing this. I just put this on it because I don't want it to touch a surface.
Fair. That's why I keep this.
So when I get home, it's like,
yeah,
take the condom off.
Oh my God.
This is protection. All right.
We got a guest, y'all.
We've got a guest. Guess, y'all. To my left, y'all right. I think it's right on the screen. Is it right on? This is my bonus brother, guys. Introduce yourself.
Hi. I'm Jazz. So exciting to be here, y'all.
So happy to have you.
Yes, it's been a long time coming.
Absolutely.
It's been in the making, in the works for so long. And here we are. And I first again want to give y'all flowers. Just as
we got flowers.
Yes, so we love flowers.
Y'all see that bedazzle?
It's fabulous.
As just 2 Black women, y'all are doing it.
Thank you.
Yes, to be invited into y'all's personal space to film this segment.
Oh,
it's very nice. Yes, full circle. But I'm sure we weren't here to sit and pander.
All right, so what have you been up to? How's your summer going?
Live, laughing, and loving all over again, like a white woman who just got divorced.
Period. Okay.
In the best way. But on a real note, it's been good. It's been a lot of transitioning, a lot of moving parts. Amira, she's
going to college.
On her way. Yeah, she's on her way out to Spelman.
I love.
Yeah. So, the people is doing it. The kids is doing it.
I love it.
Yes.
With that, watching her grow, watching my siblings, your kids have birthdays and grow up. It's like, a lot of transitioning. We're in like a really different season. So it's just been really good to just see everyone reap their own harvest. Yeah.
It's crazy. Your my anniversary, the photo memories.
Yes,
2 years ago, your graduation party.
Oh.
We had a time.
Yesterday. It was 2 years ago yesterday.
And we had a time. So the theme was it was like a club theme, right? And so we got the kids all dressed.
No, they really was.
And they was Coca-Cola'd up.
Okay.
They had them a good time.
Even had the illest kitten heels on.
Yeah, she did.
Real bad.
She wore them all night, okay?
With the pink curls. I remember that look.
Yes.
It took the show.
Literally just got off the plane from Oregon.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
Her first Junior Olympics.
Okay, nice.
Dang, my kid is 10 now.
Right?
That's crazy.
You see, just changing, just growing up.
It's
She's
crazy.
about 3 feet taller than she was in that one picture.
That is so true. Because when I hugged her I just saw the picture and I leaned down so we could be face to face. We almost face to face standing tall.
She's standing up
okay.
What's up, sis? She's leaning on me like this.
No,
it's
real.
so true. It's so very true.
But
all
how
right.
have y'all been?
Please,
catch me
Fighting for my life. It's a good way.
Okay. You fighting the good fight.
The good fight.
Okay. The Reverend Faith fight.
Okay.
I need the full armor. I need the full armor.
Your breast shield. Wait, what is it?
The breastplate of righteousness.
Boom.
Real bad.
What is it? The helmet of salvation?
The helmet of salvation, yup.
That man wife. What was his name? Derek Jackson?
Stop. Leave her.
She did her best, okay?
She tried to pick up the pieces.
Okay, she did her best, that is a battered woman. He may not have physically been beating her,
man.
but mentally and emotionally, he dogged her. And she was on there with a fucking beret.
And speaking of, the pastors, Megan Good's ex-husband just got engaged.
Yes, he did. I don't know. And Megan Good is married.
She married the man.
The black man.
That's for another day.
What's that? Her marrying him?
Not love who you love, but why you choose her after that other lady took you to the jail?
Took you to the jail. The white lady, right? That's why y'all.
This is an inclusive space.
No. It's an inclusive space for black people.
Yeah,
and there is that. Okay,
and
drops mic. Drops mic.
And I'm glad you ain't shit on her and go somewhere else after you done got off. But
yeah.
I'm not buying this, Mr. Major.
I feel like they look very happy together.
They do and look healthy.
She looks very happy and very healthy, and so does he. And I feel like what I believe is that he was trying to break up with the white girl because he was already talking to Megan.
That's what it sounds like.
That's literally what crashed out. That's why she crashed out. That's what it looks like. Okay. I mean, because why else would she have crashed out that hard?
Yeah, chasing him down the streets of New York.
Yo, wait, did you see Mr. Commodore's? I go back to that so often. So Mr. Commodore, he's like, like an Instagram comedian or whatever. He and the girl that they do skits with, they did a skit of that. Oh my God, that shit is so funny. You gotta see it. I watch it.
I'm telling you,
I watch it often because it's that fucking funny. And he like running down the street. Oh my God. It is the best.
Now it's with the Jet 2 holiday.
Yo.
OMG. Well, not let us let it go.
That shit. Let me tell you something. This week has been a Jet 2 fucking holiday. It really has. Let's get into these hot topics because it's a bunch of Jet 2.
Don't cancel me for this though. I don't have TikTok.
I got it, but I ain't using it. I ain't deleting it though because they was paying people money.
TikTok?
Yeah, when we put the ban on TikTok, a lot of influencers had deleted their app.
Right.
They can't re-download it.
I think you can re-download it now.
But in the first few weeks,
platform though,
they just needed to be able to log in.
Because they deleted it off their phone.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't like delete their profile.
No, they deleted it off their phone.
So they were trying to pay big money because you got to keep going to get the your money.
Right, the incentives and all of that stuff. I'm not a big TikToker. We are on TikTok. We building that now because there's money over there on TikTok and I'm trying to get some of that. I'm trying to get some of that TikTok money, but I don't go on TikTok often. I feel like I'm already addicted to Instagram. I don't need a TikTok.
But there's a lot of TikToks on Instagram.
Yeah, like I may get a little late and that's fine for the better good of me.
Right.
But
a little late to the party.
It is what it is. I'm gonna still live, laugh, and love along with y'all. Maybe
that's it.
2 to 6 business days later.
A little late. Yeah. But it works. But I do if I'll be like, let me just open TikTok and I'll sit there and laugh for however long I'm
your
on
feet
it.
Together like
what?
Real bad.
And so now I'm back in the gym and I have found this one TikTok video of this girl. She had some really cool workouts, easy but super effective. So I was trying to find her TikTok page, and of course I didn't save it or nothing. So now last night I laid in the bed for about an hour watching different TikTok workout videos. I said, this is the problem. This is why I stay off of this app.
That For You page though is gonna be real curated when you go back.
Period.
Just with a bunch of workouts.
It really is. I love it.
I love it.
All right, let's get into these hot topics.
All right, y'all.
Did y'all see Jackie Christie and her daughter fighting? Or not fighting. Jackie Christie smacked the dog shit out of her daughter.
Listen, my mama is about 5'2", 5'3", maybe 5'3". I ain't never thought to push that lady. I ain't gonna hold you. I never thought to push her. Not because I feel like she can overpower me. I don't want to go to hell. Y'all ready to go to hell, ain't y'all? Y'all cutting y'all days short in the land.
Okay.
That's a little bit.
Wait, so I didn't watch the episode, but from what I'm gathering in the season is it's what I hear is that Chantel, that's the daughter's name, was her favorite daughter. It was her favorite child, right? That's what happens. That's why you can't be picking favorites. I know every parent of multiples, you love this kid because of this.
Was her favorite. She just didn't like the darker skinned child.
Because she was dark skinned?
Because of the past. Maybe whoever her daddy is, whatever time Jackie was at in her life at that point.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
She was the reminder.
So wait, how many kids does Jackie have?
Jackie Christie has 3 kids. Okay. She has an older daughter, and in one of the seasons, it was a scandal because the older daughter, in real life, one of her kids got burnt at daycare, so she started a GoFundMe page. And we never put 2 and 2 together. I remember seeing a GoFundMe, and then somebody put 2 and 2 together. That was Jackie Christie's daughter. So,
but not the one she had with Doug, because she right about Doug.
Yeah, but yeah,
that daughter be like, call dad right now,
Jackie. Let me tell you something. She spared that ride.
Okay,
yeah, it reminded me of that scene from What's Love Got to Do with It when he was like, eat the cake, Annie Mae. I don't want no cake, Ike. Eat the cake, Annie Mae. I don't want no cake, Ike. And then the friend got up and said, she don't want no cake, Ike. And then he smacked her. and her wig spun around.
Oh, he smacked a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You're a dead man, Ike. You're a dead man." And Chantel was just really emulating that for me.
Yeah.
In between the security and the cameras and the people, it's like you kind of got what was.
I mean, yeah.
Yo,
so
Jackie's face on that still shot was like,
oh, she smacked the dog shit out of her. When I was about, maybe I was 18. My mom and we used to beef so heavy because I just wanted to live my life and she wanted me in church. Like, okay. I couldn't have any life outside of church. It was awful, actually. And so I wanted to go out with my friends and she came and picked me up like, no, because we got church. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going. Like, I don't want to go. Like, I just don't want to go. So I'm still the same to this day. If it's no, it's no for me, right? Like, it's just absolutely the fuck not. And so we were in the car and she was driving and we were almost to my house. So it was me, my sister, and my mom in the car. And I don't know if I was in the front or the back. Maybe I was in the back seat. So she stopped at the corner and I just got out the car. In her mind, I was getting out the car because I wanted to fight. I never wanted to fight. I was getting out the car because I just did not want to be like, fuck this, I'm done with this. So sis got out the car and so she started like hitting me. And so I wasn't fighting her. Like, I'm trying to protect myself at this point. Cause my mom is a scrapper, okay?
And the pee on her head ain't for punk or pussy.
My mom is a scrapper, saved and all, okay?
Auntie.
Saved, she is a scrapper,
okay,
so I'm
God's
just...
army.
Okay.
She got her righteous.
So she was dog walking me and I was just trying to protect myself. And then at one point, like, I pushed her because she was whooping my ass.
Yeah.
I pushed her.
And she probably swung back like Jackie
did. Well, so when I saw that, I said, oh, that looks familiar. Because I just wanted her up off of me. And my sister
wasn't even on that lady.
I know. So that smack and how she flung back and you saw that still shot Chantel face in the camera like, oh.
I brought back a little memory.
What?
You know how every black movie starts?
Okay, I bet you're wondering how I got here. For sure, that's exactly what happened. I was like, damn, I felt it. But Chantel was dead fucking wrong.
Real bad.
She was dead wrong.
Real bad.
Dead wrong.
To your point, to tie in religious faith into this, I think one sort of, a lot of Christian hurt comes from that forcefulness.
Absolutely.
That, like, I'm righteous in the Lord's eyes. And I'm better than X, Y, Z.
Right.
Like, that sort of, it's the spoon being shoved down somebody else's throat in regard to like what they should do, what they should follow. But then in the same breath, there are commandments and scriptures in the word that speak to giving people the freedom of choice, the freedom to choose. Yeah. And so, so sorry that Miss Girl became combative. Something didn't came over her. But like in the word,
because she felt like I was being disrespectful.
In the word, like I don't know what Jesus say about that in Matthew, but we'll take it as it comes.
Take it as it comes.
But then that speaks to the same breath of like, people online were saying how Jackie was, sort of poking the bear with Chantel.
Right.
Like the fact that she was even going back and forth, in that nature.
What the hell? Was she supposed to not go back and forth for her daughter?
They feel like she acts different on camera. And I can agree.
Oh, I can see that. Because, she's a black woman. You don't show people what's going on in your house.
Right.
The hell?
There's that. And so, I think sort of tying, like when people say like honor your parents or like
but you're also not supposed to provoke your child
into anger. Exactly. And so
you lost me. I don't care what Jackie did in that conversation. Jackie told her to leave. That girl got all the way to the door and walked the fuck back.
She did. She did do a little turnaround.
It's on you, boo boo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jackie would have chased after her, like as she's walking away behind her, like I could have seen that.
I heard Shawnee pay by like the 30-minute window. So I think she needed to get like that little bit of extra.
They was dog walking. Like the comments that I feel like I'm yelling. The comments that I read online, they said, I can't believe Shawnee O'Neal will put out, whatever her name is now, will put this out considering you're a pastor's wife. And then somebody said they got divorced. They're not together no more?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't hear they got divorced.
I didn't know. But she is a pastor's wife, so I would wonder why. Okay, somebody even said, okay, it happened, but you didn't have to air it.
Right.
Always.
That's like that fight with there was a fight with Drea and Laura that never aired.
Oh.
When the cameras this was like they talked about this a couple years ago when I guess Drea was fucking Gilbert Arenas on the low. And so when Laura heard about it, she approached her, and apparently Laura says she whooped her ass, but the cameras were rolling, but they never put that out. I feel like that's a thing. Like Chantel and Jackie getting physical, a mother and daughter. I do feel like that's definitely something that should have
cut
aired.
the camera. Like I wouldn't even have shown her pushing. I would have just.
You could have just alluded to the fact that something happened.
Yeah, it's the ratings
for sure.
Like that, it sells.
I ran that clip back a few times just to see the little.
Yeah, that was rough.
Bang came down to everything.
That still shot of her being smacked. You know, I saved it as a sticker because need that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Need that. Need that. Okay, what's next? Deion Sanders had come out saying that he had bladder cancer, right? And so he talked about, whatever he went through or whatever. And then there was a shot of Karrueche crying. She's basically at bedside. You didn't show him in the bed. And so everybody was so taken aback, like, well, how'd she get here?
Let me go. Some girl said, let me get my mama a yearbook.
You know what went through my head when I saw that?
What?
You know the song I Hope He Cheats by Marsha Ambrosius?
I feel like
I may sound bitter. I'm a little bitter. And that's who the residual was going to, So Chris Brown was crying out.
They say he was getting all Chris Brown's residuals.
Stop. And
that's what I would have had your daddy if your mama wasn't playing hating.
Okay.
That's what Trina was talking about.
But okay, I do always call into question because don't get me wrong, I don't mind, like an older presence, a little season, a little saison of Goya.
A little saison.
But it's like not a bad way, but what's the end goal?
Like what y'all about to have kids? What are we doing here?
Right, even with Miss Girl, because I feel like she just passed the stone down Lori Harvey.
Okay.
I feel like, they have the same blueprint. And it's not a bad thing because shout out to the girls.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do to get to where you need to go. But then it's sort of in the same breath of you can't be surprised when people may have something to say.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. I think my only thing, maybe she doesn't want to have children. Because if she doesn't want to have kids, then have at it, right?
Okay.
And then it's an age gap, but Karrueche's almost 40.
Is she?
Yeah, she's like 37, 38.
Let me see.
Like 38.
That took me. Why did I think that she was?
I thought she was like in her 20s.
No.
Yes.
Karrueche, Chris Brown is 36.
Let's see. Karrueche.
But then he discovered
oh,
her
wow.
up in a
She's
moment.
37.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's not very, she's
a Taurus. She love him for real.
She's not as young as she looks, or people think that she is.
She does have a very jovial face.
Yeah.
Useful. Okay.
She's not super young.
So then you know what?
Okay,
If she likes it, I love it.
That would be like me dating Deion Sanders.
Exactly.
My question is he okay down there? Like, now is that sustainable? If is he all right?
You know what? And that's something. So you know what show I'm watching right now? I'm watching Scandal.
I love Scandal.
My sister just started rewatching that.
I love Scandal.
It's something in the air.
Right.
Get on it. Rewatch it.
You know what I'm rewatching? Being Mary Jane.
Okay.
I
gotta tune into that. Yeah.
Because I didn't watch it while it was out, but I felt like I was too far away from the first season.
Okay, that's fair.
And at this time it wasn't no Netflix or nothing like that. Like
yeah.
Remember that was like real early Netflix days, so you couldn't go back and watch all of the seasons.
Yeah.
Unless you caught it on BET.
My sister is she really loves to watch TV. So she used to she's a DVR.
Okay.
So that's how I was able
the whole
to.
season.
Yeah.
I remember that. Used to save the whole season. It would just record on its own.
She still does. So does my mom.
They got cable?
Shout out to them. I
don't know nobody with DVR still.
My mom and my sister, they really love watching TV. So they do not do well without cable. Like they need that.
Yeah,
they need that. Yes, because they're boob tubers.
The streaming apps, you have to be like very specific with what you want to watch.
They're boob tubers. I tell them that all the time. Me, not so much.
And to the point of Scandal, you know how Olivia is messing with the whole back the premise. Okay, so it made me think about Melania, and all of the still shots that they have of her, like when she's rolling her eyes or smacking away his hand.
That shit tickles me every time.
But it's like, I think the girls prefer the lifestyle.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't blame them because
if you ever cry again, it'll be in a Rolls Royce.
Real bad. With some red bottoms on and a jacket that says no one cares.
Okay.
As she goes to a flooded country or state, excuse me, and tries to help them. Remember when she went to New Orleans during a hurricane sort of relief effort?
She ain't been out since.
She had on them red bottoms in that jacket.
Okay.
Wasn't that the same year he was throwing paper towel at Puerto Ricans?
Remember that? He was like, boo.
Yo, this past weekend, I know he says, yeah, we sent a lot of aid to guys that they didn't even say thank you. I said, oh.
That guy is a trip. So unhinged. So unhinged. But yeah, I do wonder if, to take it back to Deion Sanders, I do wonder if his man parts still work.
That's what I'm saying.
That's important. That is very important.
I feel like he will find a way to make that shit work.
So that's where I'm torn.
He got the money.
Like, let's say I was like, walking down the boulevard tomorrow.
What you doing on the boulevard?
What's happening on the boulevard?
A happy hour.
Okay.
I'm going to a pop-up show. I don't know. Something.
On the boulevard.
And, Mr. Man rolls by and one of the little hospice vans and they roll down the window with the health aid. I don't know. I might just...
How much he got?
Right.
That's
and
fair.
Not in a bad way,
but like... Smith.
Anna Nicole Smith.
Was real happy.
Yo, so where I work, right? The amount of people I see on that type, every time I see a black woman with that old man, I be like, you better.
You do it.
Because, like, the ends gotta meet.
Oh my God. But can I say, they all got the wig.
Oh, the hard wig, soft life. Hard wig, soft life.
And I just be looking
with the busted eyeshadow.
Yes.
No I love it. And they're just like, if they did something different, they would be baddies, but it doesn't matter. They're baddies for the right person.
And that's what I admire about them too, that they can show up so minimalistically and, truly
cash out. Meanwhile, the other ones want you to look crazy, high end. And y'all splitting the rent.
Chill.
What's next?
Oh God.
And let's talk about that. No. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that really quick. And it's not in a bad way that I say this, and I hope it doesn't sound ignorant. Because I, again, love this platform and it needs to stay around for so many years. But hear me when I say I think that struggling alone is a little more purposeful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't sign up for no motherfucking struggle love. Count me out.
And that's where I, again, commend the girls that just are in it to win it. Like,
they've already won.
Okay. If the American Express clears, so will I through TSA.
This is what I'm saying. And that's like
it. And, with that, I think a lot of my generation, per se, they're stuck in this complacency mindset. Like, they have to build or help build, someone else. And again, if you like it, I love it.
Right.
But then when all is said and done and you wake up one morning and your dreams are gone.
Yeah.
Don't blame
because you've wasted so much time.
Okay. Trying to build someone else that was able
to build on their own.
Okay. To move on and then give the next person the same things, that they may not
Woo!
have given.
Do you know how many times I've witnessed
your generation. That's life.
I was just getting ready to say that.
Yeah. But now I feel like the refinement behind, like, how like back then, like, if someone was like sleazy or a little shady, like then it was talked about in the hood.
Yeah.
Like, you knew who it was, you knew who to stay away from. Like
the little Jezzy.
Yeah, Jezebel, real Jezebel spirit. And so with that, now it's more so like that mindset or that approach of like, you know I ain't shit, but I know you're gonna stick around because you yourself feel like you ain't shit. So
and I don't think that's not generational.
Okay.
That is across the board. That's somebody who found somebody that's weak and they can prey on them. And it's like, I can keep you down, right? If I can keep you down, then you'll never see that there's a problem with me.
But the problem is that we're just getting to this party. Look at all the Filipinos, all this, like the people that come here to get that card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've been doing, you see that, listen, y'all watch 90 Day Fiance.
Bro,
come on. And we just started doing
exactly
it. They go over right to the Philippines, pick somebody up. That girl talking all type of shit about him to her family.
Right.
But guess what? He done built her family a house.
Yep.
real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Simon Gibson was upset like that with Portia.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me
Portia.
call Portia. But like
Portia.
I mean, she's another one. I don't
Listen,
knock her. Like
me
it was
either.
a bit of a mess 5 weddings later, but here we are. And you know,
I don't see the problem.
real bad. I
Check
don't.
me.
Because that man had her look, the first man had her looking a fool. These rest of these men, never
Check
again.
First
me.
man. Who was the first man?
The husband that brought her onto the show.
Oh,
When
yes.
she didn't know that the Underground, she thought the Underground Railroad was underground, was a subway.
Yes.
And
What
it
was
was-
his name?
Cordell?
Yes.
Stewart or Smith or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looked a little like he popped girls. I don't know, allegedly.
You
Yeah.
know, that man that was with K. Michelle was tearing her up at one point.
Oh, the one that
That was with Toya.
Toya. Oh yeah. And K. Michelle came out. She said that, like, girl, you marry him. Let me tell you what he did to me. You know what's so crazy is I saw something on Threads today, right? I love Threads, by the way.
Yeah.
I was on. It was like this girl. She had posted. Someone had DM'd her like, "Hey, the guy that you're with, it's not my ex, but it's someone that I've dealt with," and just laid it all out like, you might want to run while you can, right? And so the girl was like, ma'am, get the fuck up out of my DMs. And so everybody was like, we just gonna heart this now so we could come back to it.
And so to your point,
when he everything that she said that this person is gonna do is gonna do to you. And so it was like the girl was not like, it wasn't on some, we fucking with the same man kind of thing. It was just like, hey,
This is how it started, and this is how it's
Yes,
going to end.
yes,
This is what
yes.
this man is.
Yes. And
you
so
know, it gives temptation.
Oh,
It
that man
gives
gave her the AIDS.
remember that?
The HIV.
Sure did.
And I'm sorry.
No, that movie, The Temptation.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like and that's the thing. Like some of these, depictions that we see on social media, in the movies, on the TV, in the music, like there is some reality behind. Like there's
Art
realness
imitates
behind
life.
it.
Yeah, it's so true. It's like,
Yeah.
that could never be me. And it is, in fact, you in words.
Real
Because
bad.
now he's escalated.
And that's where I
Or
say,
she's
like,
escalated.
we as people, and I don't think more so it matters what gender, but we have to come together to hold one another accountable.
Absolutely.
What what mess it is that we sort of created from like a humanity perspective. And so like with that, I know one thing that I pride myself of doing personally, in the gay community, the gays are fast. The gays are fast.
Yo, I say that all the time. It's like they meet.
The lesbian lifespan.
Yo,
Day
done
one,
moved in together.
week 7.
by week
address change.
week
but
7
day
is pushing
7,
it.
Day 7 address change. Week 7 breakup.
Yes.
Mm,
Yo, I know.
RRA,
On to the
getting
next
split up.
step.
Yeah.
On to the next. I always say the lesbians move so fast.
Y'all
So-
like bumping coochies.
I can't.
It's true.
I can't. In the gay community, when two bottoms like link up, they call it bumping pocketbooks, like bumping purses. But,
I never knew that.
to say the least, one of the fixations like of the gay community, and it makes me sad for us, is like that sort of fetishizing of like straight men, like wanting to go after like married men.
Yes.
Oh,
husbands.
yeah.
And my whole wherewithal about that
Is it their fault or is it the husband's fault?
So it takes two to tango.
Right.
And this is where
only
I hold-
one's married. Only one made a commitment to God.
But my thing is with that. My whole thing is with that, Adasha.
Okay.
or me personally, I just can't get behind the notion of letting a nigga have his cake and eat it too. Like, you're not going.
Did you say cake?
We can say cake too. I like that. No pun intended. Look, all these lines.
But that's fair though. That's fair.
Point, yes, one did make a decree, but then the other one, I feel okay.
You should know better.
That, and two, again, what's the end goal?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been my thinking with a lot of things in my life when it comes to goal setting.
When I see stuff like that, I feel like the end goal a lot of times is just to be messy. Right? Or like I saw something, I don't know if you guys saw it was like Lala got a new man and
oh yes, the light skinned one, and they all were saying how I know you talk about. Yeah, the gay.
No, not Lala.
Lala Anthony.
Lala Anthony.
They were saying her man was gay too. Lala.
Yes. I did see that.
I'm sorry.
Lala Anthony got a new man, and so whatever brownstone Lala lives in Harlem, I think, or Brooklyn, one of the two, wherever she lives, it's a queen that lives on the block, and he thinks that this parking spot belongs to him. And so I guess wherever Lala's man be parking, it be in his spot. And so he like, yeah, bitch, because I'm finna take your man. And I'm the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know? And it's just like, this man pays you no attention and never even batted an eyelash at you to even let you know, like, this is the type of time I'm on. And so it's like, why are you trying to go after right? Why are you trying to go after her man because he took your parking spot? Or,
and that's my thing too. That whole notion of like, I'm gonna take your man, or can you not find your own? Like I don't I don't know. Like,
there are 9 billion people on the planet. Go find your own.
That, and just again, the way that just as a society, there's this widespread sort of notion of that being like okay,
right?
Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no,
like,
I'm picking up exactly what you're putting down.
It's the same shit with side bitches. It's the same shit.
Yeah,
right. But my whole thing about all of this is the girls go home sad and broke with a loose track.
And do the side bitches.
Not a loose track.
And my whole thing is, if you're gonna play big.
Yeah.
Like play big, and you know, because it be like that. You don't let that man pull that here. You asking him for $100 because you're over at the braiding place now, and he's gonna send you $100.
He's not even gonna return your phone call.
Real bad. Now the lady done cut out the braids. You see them videos?
Snip that bitch out from the root. Now she can cut your real hair out too. You know, it's really crazy. It's really, really, really crazy.
Yes, and segues are ridiculous. and they are. I'm looking up like. Now we cutting braids from the root.
You know, there are literally 9 billion people on the planet.
People eating gates.
Find your own.
Yeah.
Real bad. But then that's where I think, again, there's that, you know how people like to monkey bar? Like that complete, like that, they need that codependence. Like they need that.
Yeah.
Like I think people now, and this is just my observed sort of thing from it. And this is something, too, I was talking to my homegirl about. I've never dated anyone before. Like, in all my years, I have been single. You could post me on a billboard. A man don't got a picture of me at all.
For real?
Michael Jackson bad before the surgery. But I got both noses.
Nah, Michael Jackson bad.
Before the surgery with both noses.
And so, I realize when I say this, I have to be mindful of the rooms I'm in.
Okay.
Because it may either go over a lot of people's heads or like, you know, how people will scream like, if you're single, sort of giving your outlook or outro on like your perception of relationship. You're bitter, you're lonely, you're this, you're that.
Yes.
You know, they love that.
Oh, for sure.
I just call him a loser and tell him to check my credit score. But anyway.
Loserville.
So real bad. Real bad. So with that, I'm sorry. It's like, why not figure out yourself, like what your strong suits are, what your attributes are, what you yourself embody before trying to sort of like you know how people morph into the person they might be dating?
Yeah.
And it's like,
Who
they
are
don't
you?
have that sense of identity.
Yeah.
So when they monkey bar, they're just picking up the traits
person
of
to
the
person
Yeah.
to person.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
That's a big deal. That really is a big deal. But then I also feel like sometimes when you're single for a long time, right? And what you're saying is great because you have to know exactly who the fuck you are. So when you do walk into a relationship, your identity is your identity. But sometimes I feel like when you're single for too long, you create like a almost I won't say a fantasy, but almost like a fantasy of this is what my relationship is going to be like, right? But then you forget about the other person that you got to bring into this other relationship, and that person, they could do all the work on themselves, and they can be on the same shit that you're on, but because you've created what you think your life is supposed, like what you want your life and your relationship to look like, and they've done the same, and then the two,
it can become like conflict,
right, and it bump heads. So sometimes,
and that's why I think healthy communication
absolutely
comes in and genuinely, like, you know, talking, getting to know your audience, all of that. But now, to the point of growth, transition, and change, some people really are like, they really are anchored down by, or with the work that I do, because you know, I work like in the office in the mental health with the kids. You know, very trauma informed. It's very crisis management averted.
Love that.
I try.
Love it.
I don't apply the same sort of outtake to my life. You know how like it can be easier sort of
to help somebody else.
Yeah. And so to that same point, I have sort of seen the like emotional toll, like it can take on people trying to sort of make things work. But to your point, if you come into it with a preconceived notion of how you feel things are going to be mapped out to be, you're just stuck like in that loop.
And that's fair. I think that in relationships, right, and this is any, like, whether it's a romantic, platonic, familiar, like whatever kind of relationship, if you don't have an open mind to receive like other people, because this is what you want, I only go for this, you just like lose out on everything. Because it's like, then at that point I feel like it becomes combative, you know, because it's like, no, because this is my no, this is my hard no, everything's a fucking hard no, and it's like, that's not really reality.
Right. And like you mentioned earlier in the conversation about how when you say no to things, you know that that is your answer, those boundaries. And some of the, and this is speaking to my generation, like again, like the girls I went to college with, the girls and the boys, like, you know, I just say the girls. It genders everyone. It brings everyone together. No, for real, because I'm reclaiming our time. Because why can people say you guys and everyone has to listen up? But when people say girls, listen, the niggas want to...
That's fair.
I'm not a girl.
You know, it's like that because even like with the Spanish language, right? If it's a man, it's L. If it's a lady, it's la. But if it's both men and women, it's L. La. I mean, it's los. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's a man and a woman, it automatically becomes masculine. What the hell?
Like, I can't.
The girls.
Right, the girls. And so they don't have that sort of stronghold to not be persuaded when they genuinely feel like something is not right for them, and so therefore they get stuck, or again find themselves a bit complacent in certain situations that they know don't serve them, because they think that that's what goes into loving someone, dating someone, coupling, even friendships. You know, I myself recently got out of a friendship. And
that's the hardest relationship to
isn't
end.
it?
Oh, it is. I feel like losing a friend is harder than losing your mate.
Right. But then there is that moment of clarity where you think back and sort of reflect on the friendship. And you sort of see the silver lining in that, you know, it's been dead.
Right.
Time. Like it's been a dead friendship.
Same like a relationship.
Right, so to speak. And so, you know, with that, it didn't end like terribly. It didn't end nasty. You know, no one owed anybody money. No one cursed anybody out. No one took anybody.
I'm so glad nobody owed nobody no money.
But, okay, never that.
I don't even play them kind of games.
Always. But you know, when people just sort of shift, outgrow, change seasons, all of that, and you know, it definitely was one of those moments where you wish the person well, and definitely let them know that God is at the center, and if all things are meant to align again, they will. But then there's that moment too where you have to have that self-preservation to know this isn't serving either of us. So let's gird up our loins.
And I think that's the hardest part. That is so hard. Like when you know it's over, but because you're so comfortable in that space and it's like this person means so much to me and it's like, damn, I want to keep this person with me because this is my person, right?
But you got to let them go.
Yeah. You got to release them. Yo, I've prayed.
To make room for what's new.
Absolutely. I've prayed that prayer so many times. And it'd be like,
and you know,
when it comes, you ask God for clarity or you ask God to remove these people from your life.
They be gone.
And they be going and it'd be like, I ain't mean that fast, God. I ain't mean that fast. But it's like, now you asked for it.
No, for real. And that's the thing about surrenderance. You're very familiar with, you know, the situation I just left living wise. And with that, you know, in those moments when you're sort of in the stillness waiting for God to sort of see you through and give you a new song to sing, there's that reflection. There's that moment of like, how did we even get here?
Right.
For me to be asking this, you know, in prayer to you and in questioning to you. And in those moments, it's super, super, super important, I've realized, to understand, you know, the role that we play in the trajectory of our lives.
For sure.
Granted, yes, people are, you know, dealt cards that may not be the best of circumstance, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, when you say that, like when you ask for that prayer of like something new, moving on, moving upward, you have to really be ready to jump on a train.
Yeah.
Like it's like the Polar Express.
Word.
You know they were scooping them kids up? That's it.
It's so true.
Like
it's so true.
Get that golden ticket and that's
you got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. Because if you miss it, ain't no telling when that shit coming back around.
Right. And that's what I think has been fueling me. Like, or I want to rephrase it. I think that that's what's been my driving force for 25.
Okay.
Reclaiming my time and sort of reframing and reconstructing how I go about, you know, just giving myself my time, my energy, thoughts, like
giving
like
yourself
that.
yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That you will give to others.
Okay.
Well, that's beautiful.
It's true. It's true, but and you have to be gentle with yourself too, right? Like I talk to my one of my really good friends. We talk all the time, and like if I'm having a hard time, I'll call her and I'm like, "Hey, can you talk for a second?" You know, and I just like let it all go, and she'll be like, "Hey, be gentle with you, right? You have to you gotta be gentle with you. Take care of her. You know, she's been through a lot. Don't be so hard on her, right?" So it's like in going through like these transitional periods, it's easy to think about the shit that you've done in the past. And it's like, oh, if I never did this, I wouldn't even be in this space right now. And it's like, hey, she didn't know no better. Right. So she did not know any better. She literally was doing her best. And her best,
the knowledge you had at that time.
Right. And her best may have been 15%. Right. But that was literally her best because that's all she knew. So be gentle. Take it easy on her. But also take what you've learned and apply it.
Exactly.
So that you don't end up back there.
Right. And to your point of that, the taking it easy and, you know, not being so harsh, as I was speaking to my therapist, she literally had said the same thing to me when we were talking about, or one thing that I've been trying to work through is the idealization of perfectionism. And, you know, it's not, it's fictitious.
Absolutely.
But to me, it seems in reach. Like it just is something that clings to my spirit. And I was sort of telling her about the way that I may redirect myself or how I speak to myself. And she went on to say how, you know, don't you think that sounds kind of militant?
Yeah.
Like, sounds kind of harsh, you know? And it's in those moments that you sort of take a step back and it's like, you know, I should be much nicer to myself. And I should definitely treat myself as precious cargo. But then I sometimes have this backpedaling sort of innuendo of if I'm not staying on, no one else is going to come through and stay on for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's survival.
Okay.
It is survival. It's perfection. It's survival-based perfection.
Right.
It's not because you don't believe. You just feel like if you don't keep hitting the next pinnacle, that life will sweep you up and push you backwards, and you don't want to go backwards.
Right. And it's like, sometimes it's like, I fight with myself all the time about being stagnant, right? And it's like, because I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be stagnant. And it's like, well, what if God has you here in this place right now? Because this is where you need to be
and you're,
right now.
And you're moving.
And you're moving. So you're not stagnant. Like, you're in this position right now because this is where you need to be so that you can learn from what you've already went through. And so that you're preparing. God is preparing
for your next season.
Yes. So you got to sit down and be still in this moment right now. And sometimes, like, I know that, right? But nah, because you gotta go. You gotta go. Because if you stop moving, you gonna, so then it's like, that's where fear comes in. That's where anxiety comes in. That's where like the uncertainty comes in, when it's like, girl, sit your ass down.
Relax.
Sit down and relax. Take a load off. You're okay right now. Chill.
Right.
That is definitely something. I'm glad you said that. That's definitely something that I am currently today that I'm working on right now. Like, okay, you're not stagnant, you're sitting still, because
and with that,
it's more to come.
Exactly. And it's so funny that you speak of stillness in that way of like literally like being still, because this past Sunday, the pastor, she was preaching from the book of Psalms. And we were going over Psalms 23, and basically as she was breaking it down, we are sheep. If you don't know a background about sheep, they're very anxious. They can't sleep. Like, they travel together. Like, they're weary, things like that, But then she brings up the analogy, of the shepherd and how when things in life are rushing so fast, or like, for instance, if a sheep is in front of a rushing stream of water, let's say the sheep is very thirsty, it won't drink the water because it's rushing. It's moving too fast. It's making it anxious.
Right.
But now when we have stillness, it gives the shepherd the ability to guide us and move through the whispers.
Right.
And I think one of the best things that I ever heard while practicing my faith is we serve a God that moves through the whispers. Like, yes, we do know a God that is a cancer curing, miracle working, chain breaking, almighty, life-saving God. We absolutely do. But then in the same breath, we have to be willing and able to know that we serve a God that had Miss Girl over by the well.
Hello?
Asking Jesus. Like, this was the fifth man that you done, what's up? Where,
help.
Help. Like, that's it. And,
help.
I think in those moments of stillness, I feel God's presence more than when things are like moving fast.
For sure. Because I feel like when things are moving fast and they're going your way, sometimes we forget about God, right? You forget because it's like, oh, I'm lit. Like, everything is going exactly how it's supposed to go. And then it's like, okay, when you got to sit down, it's like, then you tap in. Right? You tap in. But then it's like, okay, well, you're not only supposed to tap in when you're sitting down, right? You're supposed to tap in always, at all times. You got to stay in your
But on the armor.
Okay, you got to put on your armor, right?
And
but
speaking of who needs to put on that armor, Nicki Minaj.
I know, but that's a topic for another day.
Okay.
You got to come back.
She got to put it on.
I was so late. I'm trashy. I know. Forgive me, audience.
She got to put it on. Her husband going back to court tomorrow with the other lady.
Child.
The husband and the victim.
Again? Yeah. Tomorrow?
That's what Fee has said.
Jennifer?
Sometime soon.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank y'all for having me. It was really a pleasure.
It was fun.
Again, it really was.
It was a kiki.
We are a little kiki. We're going to have a little longer one next time. I'll make sure I'm waiting in the parking lot.
At the door.
At the door.
Yeah, I think I only put like an hour in the meter too. So,
The meters
it's nighttime.
After 8:00.
I thought it was after 6. Child.
Where can the people find you?
What Black China say? Cut the cameras.
Okay, cut the cameras. Tell the people where they can find you. If you want to find you.
Okay, y'all can't
find me this time.
Okay, all right.
I had to, because one of the things that I did want to talk about was, my social media presence back in the day. And how, I felt like it was a very fast lifestyle to live. Like, the phrase keeping up with the Joneses. There was that moment where I wasn't keeping up with the Joneses. I was the Joneses.
Period.
I was the Joneses.
You gotta come back.
But like,
okay, so y'all can't find
mad.
Y'all can't find them right now. Where can the people find you?
I can be found on Instagram at _amazing_. And amazing is spelled AMAZEING.
And I am at Renessa Rose, and it's RANESSAROZAYYYY. And together we are at the Personal Space Podcast.
Bye.